Sushi for lunch. Okay, so the Cancer full moon on January 12th falls in your 6th house. And your 6th house is about work, the work you do every day, sometimes small domestic animals. I know, yeah. But it also represents things like where we put our body, our health, our physical health, that kind of stuff. So we're looking at a full moon here, right? And it's in Cancer. So this is nurture, and it's also letting go. It's like we're connecting the dots, right? Cancer is nurture. Full moon is release, or releasing energy. So January 12th, that's when you want to like quit that job that no longer serves you, that you're like, I hate going here every day. It makes your stomach hurt, little things like that. If you've gained weight from sitting around and doing things that have made you unhappy or that don't nurture you, Cancer. Now, January 12th, that is a great time to be like, adios, motherfucker, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. And the good news is you get a new moon in your 1st house of self and how you see the world, and it's so exciting because it's in your own sign. It's in Aquarius. So what that means is, and I don't have to tell you people, you are inventive. You see things from way up here. You are like the chess master. You know exactly what's going on at all times, and you're really interested in communicating it. And some people don't always understand how you communicate because it's so big. You have your new moon in the 1st house, and what that really means is like you have an opportunity to reinvent yourself. You have an opportunity to be like, you know, this is how I see things. It's a good time to express your viewpoints that you've been seeing, telling people the things that you've been seeing for the last 10 months. But that 1st house, it's how you see the world. You can really shake up your viewpoint. Like on January 27th, you can start being like, you know, I don't see things like I used to anymore. In fact, I have a new viewpoint. New moon is new. What do we want to grow? Where do we want to plant seeds? New projects that involve deep introspection. So that 1st house is about deep introspection. So you can take all these things that you've been seeing in the world and around you, and the little detail, because you see a lot of it, and you can internalize all of it for the first time. You can give yourself a nice inhale, take it all, and then figure out what the hell you're going to do with it. But now's the time to plant those seeds. Take those things. Good time to get yourself a new planner for the year, or a pretty new channel, or one that's funky and out of this world and no one else has, because I am talking to the Aquarians. Yeah. Mercury goes direct on January 9th, and what that means is we can start opening our line of more effective communication. We can sign contracts again, we can buy appliances, electronics, yada yada yada. Things are safe. Mars goes into Aries on January 28th. What does that mean? I'll tell you. So Mars is the planet of war, aggression. It sounds so bad, but he also is drive and action. And he's moving into Aries, which, let's be honest, he loves Aries because he rules Aries. Mars rules Aries. That's your astrology lesson for the day. Mars rules Aries. And what that means, he's going into Aries and he's so happy. You're going to find yourself being much more like spontaneous, action-driven, impulsive, confident, but you also have to watch out for egotism. And this is not just Aquarius, this is everybody. We have to also watch out for egotism. On to the tarot. One, two, three, four. Ooh. Okay. All right, so we start with the Queen of Swords. This is a really good month for us to get things off our chest. You actually might be finding people coming to you for advice, for counsel, all that kind of fun stuff that's like, oh, I really am not used to this, but they will be, so get ready. You may think to yourself, oh my gosh, I am not very nurturing. I'm a tough love kind of person. I feel like Aquarians, they have that beautiful gift of detachment. So they can look at something and be like, I understand the emotional concept, but I'm going to take a step back and work at it from this angle, like bink. That's a gift. So with that, don't worry about like, oh, I have to nurture people the way they want to be nurtured. Hell no. You need to nurture people, not even nurture. It's not, and that's the thing. Erase that word nurture. You need to counsel people when they come to you. They want your advice, and you have to do it like you, because they're coming to you for a certain reason. They want that tough love, detached point of view. So don't feel like you have to shift that when people come to you and give them what they need. Not give them what they need, but give it to them in the manner that they want them. You know, like some people need a hug, some people need a tissue, da 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 da. And if you don't want to do either of those things, you don't. That's when you say, buck up, honey, or whatever you need to say. Second card, Page of Pentacles. I love her. She's so awesome. It's like I was talking about with that that new moon on the 27th. This might also be that thing where you're like, oh, I actually need to change my lifestyle. My body is not right. Something's off. And that doesn't mean like you're going to get sick. It just means like you're walking, you stand up after sitting for too long and you're like, oh, muscle, something like that. And it's like, oh yeah, you should probably go to yoga or like stretch, put on music and stretch. But it also could have to do with like you're getting messages about work. You might also get like those pings, little out of the blue messages, and they could be very physical signs. You could be like walking down the street and you see a sign and you're like, that's what I want. Oh my God, is this a sign? The answer is yes, it's a sign. So just like go with it. And also, so the Tower. This is not a card that everyone's like, it's so warm and fuzzy. The Tower, you're going to find that some things are going to be sort of eclipsed, taken out of your life this month, and you have to understand that it's for a good reason, because when the Tower card appears, it's letting you know you're incapable of clearing this yourself. The universe is like, I got your back. I'm going to take this out for you. So there are some things that might be leaving your life this month, and you might be like, but you have to remember what we're talking about right now and understand that it's for your greater good. It's just like building a house on crappy foundation. Nobody wants to build a house on shit. Like, you want to build it on solid. You want to have that in place. That foundation needs to be in place. And the card is telling you, honey, something in your foundation is rickety. Something here is not working. So because of that, the Tower comes along, knocks it out, and we have the chance to rebuild. See, it can be very, very positive, but that's what you have to keep in mind. And then also we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, this is just a reminder, like, don't argue this month, because the truth of the matter is it's a hollow victory card. Nobody's gonna win. Look at him. He's like, oh, I just went into battle and I'm so sad. I've got all these swords. I think I won. Look, he collected all the swords. I think I won. But the card reminds us that nobody wins in situations like this. So also, I put those together, it would be like, oh, the Tower and the Five of Swords, you put those together, cha-ching, it's like something gets eclipsed out of your life. Don't fight it. Let it go. I won't sing that song, but it did come to my head. Pay attention to physical cues this month. It'll either be your body or it'll be things that you see, like you might be walking down the street and you look down and there's just a message there. There's like a gum wrapper with like a certain message on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, I just recently snakes have been coming to me, really talking to me about transmutation, transformation, and all that good stuff. And power, personal power. But that's the kind of thing that you're looking for, like, look for the signs, because they want to come to you this month. They also could be great solace when we're talking about this Tower, about these things. Something will be taken out of your life this month. I don't know what it is, because this is a very general reading for all Aquarians, but something is going to be taken out. Don't fight it. Don't argue with it. Let it happen. Understand that it's happening because you have a rickety foundation. Right? So once you can understand that and be like, this is actually a blessing. A blessing. A blessing. But it is. So just go with it. A Sacred Symbol Oracle deck. They're really, really, really awesome. Let's see what Whoa. You got two. Oh, goodness sake. I love it. Okay, here is the burden basket. You're going to want to put all your problems into the burden basket. That's kind of what it's there for. It's like one of those things. Oh, I went to a past life regression therapist once that talked to me about putting a trash bag on the back of a door. And what that really means is, like, I was having a hard time sleeping. So if you're having like a hard time sleeping or whatever, whenever you feel overwhelmed, picture whatever feels good to you. I use sometimes a trash bag. You can use a basket, a bin, whatever, and visualize putting all of your problems into that basket and then letting it go. Because this is like the symbol you're looking out for. So when things come up, and they will, like, it's telling you not to argue. When you want to argue, throw it away. Give it to Goddess, because it's directly connected to your wealth. This is kind of a big deal, right? Your wealth. Your wealth. All right. right, Aquarius, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give a thumbs up if you felt good and this resonated with you. Also, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how things are going for you throughout the month. I love to hear from people. It's so much fun and I love to communicate. I'm a chatty Cathy. And it's 2017. Are you thinking about getting a reading? You want a little bit of clarity, one-on-one? You get a lot more personal attention when you book a reading with me. Link down below in the description. Yay! January 27th, Aquarius, new moon in your sign.